Alrighty, let's get things kind of kicked off here. So, the missions I've got for today do entail dragons, so I do have to find a list for that, which will be a fun way to start, I guess. Don't know what I'm going to do for that, actually. I'm thinking of just building some form of neutral storm dragon. Something easy. I only need one wind with it, so it's not like it's crazy hard to do. It's just inconvenient. Otherwise, I just don't know where to go. Seeing if there was anything listed anywhere else, but crazy good for use as a reference, really. Like, looking through deck lists and stuff, and just like, okay, well, it's not really helpful. Tier 4. Not really a lot here, unfortunately. Gone through some deck lists, seeing what was around. We'll see what we've got out of this one. Like, this is pretty much all new stuff though, and a lot of legendaries. Yeah, it's gonna be too heavy. What can I throw together really easily? That's the real question here. We'll just try searching up something. I don't know. We're looking for some unlimited lists, ideally. A better chance to have the cards then, if we look at an unlimited list. And this deck's shouldn't be impossible to build, right? I'll see what I'm missing from this deck. Probably gonna be too much, but we'll see. Yeah, I think these are what hurt, missing these. The rest kinda replaceable, that kinda not. Alright. I mean, I do only need to win one, so maybe I'll just try and make do. Just replace out a bunch of cards here. What is it? 10. I'm missing the main gold. Ugh. Because that's what makes this useful. Outside just hard playing Roost. I don't really see another great option anyway. Might just throw in some of the neutral stuff that's quite good. That I like. Usually just more aggressive. That might be the way I try and go with it. For now. Where are you? Where's the card I'm looking for? I miss it? I might have missed it. Let's just change the search criteria. 2 bronze. Should change it to neutral as well, actually. Throw in some of those. We can throw in the 3-drop as well. Something from a 3-drop category, maybe. Huh. Oh, that's right, because I should be looking on. No. It doesn't get stormed, does it? Throw in some of these. We'll throw in... What was that other card that I liked from the other day that I was playing? I think it cost... I don't know what it cost, actually. I don't think it was just a forest card. Because I had to mess around with forest yesterday because I had to get a few wins with that. And I built a competent storm forest deck, actually. That was doing okay. I wouldn't call it super budget friendly, but it was playable and it did the job. It got me the one win I was missing. Now I don't know what the other card is that I was thinking of now. And I'm past wherever it would have been. We only need like 2 more cards thrown in here anyway, so... It's not like we need a lot. I kind of wanted something with Storm. I don't know if I can just search up Storm. That looks like I can. There Doesn't really help. Odin's okay, actually. Healed storm damage. Otherwise, it would have to be Zeus, but I think Odin. We'll start a couple of that and run it. See if this does the job. Only need one win, like I said. Probably gonna run it through unranked, honestly, for this win. But I'm playing with decks so I'm not super confident in having a chance to rank with. I don't want to run it through the ranked and wreck out like 4k score. Like, I mean, why ruin our 4k score?
Shall we cross swords? I do as the world demands.
Alrighty. Now I've actually got something we can play. Around at least 5 cost play point. Plus, that's not bad. Might drop the rest, we'll see how we go. I don't mind Dragon Emissary because it should, I think, potentially get us Phoenix Roost. I don't think I really had any other 5s in here, right? That should do the job. And we got a Phoenix Roost in our hand already. Fighting against Dragon though, ourselves, kind of awkward. Probably definitely just gonna play Dragon Emissary here, I reckon, for turn 2. Yeah. It's 5. That's right. Dragon Emissary is 5 or more. That's still okay though. 6 cost Odin is actually not too bad. Damage to an enemy follower. Ward and Drain. Okay. No point using Wind here. No real reason to utilize it much at this point. I can't play that yet.
I'll face you head on.
No, this is discard dragon, I would say. So I wouldn't mind playing more aggressively given the chance. Huh. Ah, because it's got enhanced 4, sorry, that's why. Probably just play this as the Ward and Drain, right? That's... Actually, no, sorry, it summons it, doesn't it, to the opponent's board. Choose another summon to the enemy board, yeah. Maybe I want to avoid that, actually. Play that. Play that soon, I reckon.
To dust I return.
Trying to think on what I can use it with, but if we can just get some damage in, I'll be happy. We've kind of got the combo going already for at least Odin and +2 on that as well, so we could potentially do some damage. Gonna summon a Phoenix Roost. This also only means they got a 4/4, so they need some damage. Alright, no damage, so they just went for the heal instead. But if we draw, gets boosted by Phoenix now, which is okay. Super valuable though. We'll do that, because that'll spell boost us. Really don't have any reason not to do some of this. Angelic, Basham and Fuller Amulet. Both players draw a card. Yeah, we might actually use this on the Phoenix Roost.
Got to roam in style.
Like, we took the value out of it, I think, and they didn't get the value out of it, so why not? Banish it, they don't get any benefit. We could play out Phoenix Boost next turn and get this for 3 if we want. I don't think that's what I want to do. I think I'd just hard play the Odin. 6, 9, be like 3 damage off. Ah, they banished it, that sucks. And we get the storm reduction as well, right? Kinda sucks. Okay. Let's try and do this differently then. I don't really want to play Phoenix Roost, that's all. Just... Even if it seems like a good play here. I don't want to give them the Phoenix Roost either. Might play that.
Settle down, would you?
get buffed, we can remove all the board.
Embrace your demise.
Once we remove the board, we should be okay, I think.
Would you?
Run away!
Also get the damage to face, and I can bring this.
Desert awaits.
Might just play the Zoe.
Bathe in the light of destruction.
Even though I probably should have held the Zoe, because I could use it with the Phoenix. I think that's fine.
Have I?
Or not. What gives that storm? Does that it doesn't have storm built in, right? Like, I don't know what they were doing to give it storm. I like completely missed whatever it is that does that earlier. Because I don't remember that thing having storm built in. Alright though, we'll give it another go. I'm not losing anything losing this,
Shall we
just
cross
time
swords?
really.
What's the matter? Petrified already?
Alright, Medusa it is. Let's kill the Medusa. Let's just bump it and look for something better. Way better. Alright, luck of the draw. Phoenix Roost, I guess. If you... when this... Oh, or, you know, that works. Now I don't even have to try the dragon. We can just skip over it now. I think the other one I need to do now is Forest and Blood.
The balance of the world has been preserved.
I can play either of those decks. Otherwise, it's just 5 wins, which really... Might do some Blood, still in Unlim. We'll just see how we go with some aggro Blood here. Not optimized, but it'll do. I will overhaul these at some point. Not today, but some point.
I
Ugh.
hope you're ready to escort me.
I mean, one of them days, man. One of them days.
Heads rule.
Alrighty. Hold this hand. Honestly, not the best, but, you know, we'll make it work for us. Sword is definitely not what you want to play against, though. Does this get chroma? No, it doesn't. Nice. The yellow doesn't get chroma keyed out, like the blue did. Awesome. We'll play Scorp. So if we hit any of our zero cost cards, we have potential to actually utilize this now. Not a zero cost card, unfortunately. Might just ping that. Go face for one. I'm gonna set up the blood thing, because I want the extra damage set up for Wrath as well. Next turn's where things are gonna get interesting, hey?
Get ready for war.
Alright, cool. So what's this thing do? If an ally commander play last word, start your next turn, put a random commander card from your deck into your hand. That's actually not a bad card. Go face. Kill that. That. It evens us up nicely, and I get my Florus, which is what I want. Also, we gotta draw 2, and this is now active, so we can actually use it next turn for storm damage if we need to. Which probably not, honestly.
The dawn shines like a big
Oh, maybe now. Depending on what this ward's doing. I mean, they can only really hit the Florus. Okay, it seems like a waste, but I hear. Rest are untargetable, right? So I can't hit them with this. Yeah, they give it untargetable, I think, right? So, most beneficial way to take some of this out. Honestly rough, but doable.
We will greet the new dawn.
That's,
Striking for up.
super risky.
Open your ear. These fists.
I think worth the risk.
Under retreat. Under retreat.
I'm another
Leave
Florus.
you a lie.
We could potentially die if they got combo, but depends on what they're playing, of course.
Seek what is not there.
Alright, that's a good one for us. Probably ramming
For
the
the end is
Florus here, right?
More than words.
Okay. You're gonna trade into both?
My word is my
Yep.
bond.
Awesome.
My
That gives us a
word
good chunk of
is my
healing.
bond.
Is always good. I'm not in Vengeance now, so I can't utilize this thing perfectly. Still do a good chunk of damage, though. 1, 2. Or do I just set up the Florus play? And then go Storm with this anyway? How much can I do first? Yeah, I can't do everything. Go this. Go with that. Hit him with this. And we might even just play this for damage.
For the sake of the world. Come.
That's our last Florus play.
Weave you alive.
But we have got a lethal next turn, potentially.
Embrace me.
We'll take the chance. Got 5 damage in hand with Storm.
Sounds about right.
That's not a bad sign, I don't think.
My heart is replete, thanks to them.
We don't need anything to survive.
Again.
We just need them not to heal. Awesome.
Blacken the skies. Bring them thunder.
This gets us 5 to face, plus our 1 off our ping or the Ambling Wraith. I might just play the Ambling. So it ends in my turn, but pretty good. That went well. A bit rough because we could potentially die at any moment against Blood.
I hope you got
But-
what you wanted.
I wasn't too concerned with that. Like, all they'd have to do with Sword is literally just combo me. Turn 5 combo would have just killed me in most situations. So we just needed to be, you know, better off than that turn 5 combo is. Which, honestly, we were.
I hope you're ready to escort me.
Alright,
始めるわよ。
come on. Show me the money. That's not the money. On the hand, look some better cards. Fucking Florus again. Trying to avoid drawing that. My deal to trigger is just much better than the draw for it. Okay. Yeah, nothing useful here. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. Either another 0 cost card or just a better setup for next turn. That's a 0 cost card, awesome. Fun leader, yeah, so I can do Floros on turn 3. Ooh. This deck's reasonably consistent at doing that, and they did make things more consistent with new cards. I just haven't included any at this point.
Into the wrong forest, friend.
Some it kind of cripples here, but that's fine, we'll deal with it. Alright, so we can go this, this,
Shall we intertwine?
that, and with this.
Open wide.
When I end, that'll deal damage. Summon the
Weave
Florus.
you a lie.
So, risky because Stormhaven's really aggressive and probably going to kill us, but seems like the best play I've got right now.
Wrong forest, friend. Now, if you would please look to your right.
They can obviously just go face for lethal. Alright, yeah.
Suppose I've lost this one.
Fucking Summit, man. Maybe that's what I need to build, a Summit Haven deck. Reasonably cheap by the looks of it, honestly. You know, such is life with that. At least it was quick. That means we can move on to our next game pretty quickly. Alright, blood on blood. This should be okay
I
for
hope
me.
you're ready to escort me. Time to get started.
Okay, Wolf, Parish, Lara. Don't mind the Wolf and that, but the rest is kind of meh. Okay, chains plus those is nice. If I can draw any one cost thing, I'll be good.
You've gotta see me dance.
Try for some draw here.
Ouch.
Nice. I would have had a Florus on turn 2 if that was an option now. Okay. Not good, but not bad. Ooh, interesting. That opens up a whole variety of new plays, you know?
Waffle cakes.
Damage, damage, damage. No, I have to use Bloodkin. And it draws me a bunch of cards next turn.
Let me weave you a lie.
What a weird way to play that, you know?
La 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 la.
Huh. Interesting.
Dancing in circles and circles. Oinky oinky.
Not flickering now, so that's good. Alright. Let's get in on this, shall we? So, I can do right now little damage, but not enough damage. I do need to have my Florist die pretty quickly, or otherwise I risk just losing, right? Probably on the Eve on it as well, so I get the extra defense.
Striking for up to
Every
the
card in my hand right now deals damage to myself,
These fists cause no pain.
except for this, which isn't going to get Storm because, you know, how it works. It's only going to give Storm one thing, it's not going to get Storm itself. That's probably not worth it. I don't really know what else to do other than, like, take things out. But then what? I'm not going to be gaining enough.
Hey, that hurts.
Yeah, I can't even use Gift, because if I use Gift, they get lethal on me. If I try and go for ambling and stuff. So I've only dealt 1 damage to myself this turn, right? Yeah, I have to just kind of end here, I think, for that turn. I think that's the best play available. We just end the turn early and say, you know, sayonara.
Go. Go.
That's storm damage, I'm just dead, because what do I do about it? Nothing.
Spare the innocent.
Oh, that card is crazy good.
Is my bond.
Alright, good heal though, good heal. That's what I kind of need. 1, 2, 3 plus Bloodkin would do it. Sucks. Alright. Let's see another good option though.
Okay, that's enough.
We'll get me another
for you.
Florist on board. And actually set up my own board, so why not? Okay.
Open wide.
Does put us at risk again, but you know, we're gonna YOLO it. Throw the damage to the wind. We do have 5 damage burst in hand. Not that it's doing much for us here. Oh, actually.
Hey, check this out.
Where are they sending that? Into the Florist or into the Bane? Florist, probably right, yeah.
My word is my bond.
Okay. That leaves us on exactly 10. What am I going to draw? Chains. Chains isn't really doing anything. Okay. This gives you a +2 at the start of every turn, which is pretty nice. I can do 1 damage to myself. 2 damage to myself. I would have to hope that Pact gives me something. That's not bad, I guess. Could be worse. It's not what I wanted. I think I go for damage now.
Blacken the skies. Bring them
Damage
thunder.
without dealing damage to myself.
Now you've really
Well,
irritated
that's what I gotta
me.
be careful of.
Your dying
Because if I take the
speed
damage, we
me
could be in
and-
trouble. This way, they're only gaining 2.
Ow.
I'm leaving myself on 7 right now, which is, I guess, okay. That puts them just out of vengeance range because of the +2 heal for the second.
I love you.
Okay, that's not bad either to see.
I'm already a proper lady, you know. Ouch.
Damn. That's some blood healing bullshit, hey?
Love for the sake of the world.
I don't really have a lot I can do either. I want to deal more damage to myself, but not that much more damage to myself. And I don't think I can lethal from here yet either, which is disappointing. I can leave them just short
Love for
of
the sake of the world.
vengeance again, I guess. Potentially.
Love is but an illusion.
So that will do that, and then that will put them 1 below, and then the heal will put them 1 over. Or I can leave them on 4. I think that's what I'll do. I'll leave them so they get 2. So they're just out of vengeance. Just in case they potentially have a good vengeance card they could use.
Let us mingle
Okay.
again.
Gotta see me
Not too bad a play, actually. That didn't go the worst. So we got 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, one off. I have the potential to draw it. Sure, let's try it. That's it. That's what I needed. Cool. So that'll do that. That'll deal damage. That'll deal damage. That'll deal damage. Fuck, actually, that's bad. Fuck me. Just out of range. Because I can't attack with this because it'll put me into my own death. Shit. Didn't really think that through enough. I'm pretty sure that kills me before I kill her. Same with Raspberry and stuff, and it's if it's in my turn, then I'm fucked. And that's the end of turn anyway. I don't know. I'm gonna lose no matter what if I try and play it out.
Embrace me.
If they got it, they got it.
Offer your
Yeah,
life
that's
to
it.
me.
Alright.
I suppose I've lost.
Can't believe I
this one.
fucked that up. I don't think I could have done much else either anyway. Could have had more health, I guess. What could I have done? I healed that. Yeah. Had to, if I wanted a good chance, I had to draw a card. I don't know. Awkward, awkward. Oh, damn. That was close. We almost had that one, actually.
I hope you're ready to escort me. そんなに私に遊んでほしいのですか?
Alright, next play. Let's play. I'll hold the Snarling Chains. Nice. Disciple turn 1. A good turn 2 play would be nice. Another Disciple. That's okay, actually. If we don't lose them, but we probably will because of Rune. Yep.
And are able to mingle.
Sounds about right. Try again, I guess.
Love is but an illusion.
Just need to stick them, ideally. They're not going to let me stick something to the board, are they? Okay. 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. No, there's no use playing this. Ask for Rune, see what they do. Hopefully someone to follow would be good. Any follower. Any follower, mate. Just play a follower. Alright, that fixes my problem. At least I get the Florus.
Let me weave you a lie.
Which is fine. I like Florus. You know, just play him out. I'm not fair. Like, the ward, like, is insanely broken. I should run it. Because it is that good. I just hate fighting it, 'cause it's a pain in the ass. And that makes me feel bad if I kind of run it. They've had a pretty nice lineup so far, though, so I'm not too confident in how we're going to perform overall. Draw into draw. Fortunately, nothing playable yet. Put that on there. We'll just throw this to the board, and we'll evo it for more healing.
Striking.
'Cause why not?
Optimal damage.
Go throwing up more damage here. Well, I think optimally it would have been better to spread it out, but meh. Not that worried. Alright. They playing a bunch of things to get rid of stuff, or are they just healing? Looks like they're just healing, right? Alright, yeah, well, I mean, you left up my 5-4 since you couldn't out it. That's kind of dangerous. You're taking 7 on the turn and I'm healing. Like, that's pretty damn good, honestly.
I hope you got what you wanted.
Alright, so we're not far off these now, actually, I don't think, right? Yeah, like, 1 blood win and then just 2 overall wins, which should not be hard. That will knock out dailies at least for the day, and then I'll probably just chill grinding out some sword games and see how that goes. See if I can get my rank up or not. A little bit higher would be nice. Maybe I could throw in something off the side, like an open 6 or something, maybe.
I hope you're ready to escort me.
Because that's like the only thing I can really think of.
And I answer.
We don't want Florus, and Prison is nice because it is 2 pings. Then we only need 1 0 cost card. Or to just have this set up. Alright, so guarantee Florus on turn 3 now. Great.
The world wished it.
Alright, yeah, just quit. That works. I mean, I couldn't have started much better. It's a pretty good hand.
I hope you got
Well,
what you
that does
wanted.
what I needed to do for that part of it, which is good. So now we just go and grind some sword games in actual ranked. Do want to maybe edit the deck though. I do want to maybe remove the Albert and put something else in its spot, or drop Albert down to like 1 or something. I don't know. I gotta be careful about what I put in this deck though. It can't really be too heavy on anything. Because, like, you don't want to accidentally be hitting other sword cards, really. Like, it's already bad enough the risk of hitting stuff like this thing isn't an officer, which is good, I'm pretty sure. Because this is an officer. It's just an Atura. Fine. I gotta do stuff that isn't officers, I think. Right? So I don't accidentally trigger, where is it? Because this is not either. Fuck. This is, right? Yeah, so that can get buffed, that can get buffed by the proven methodology. I've got to be careful of that. Okay, so we'll edit the deck out. I'll search for things with Storm, probably. Looking for good Storm cards that come in at about turn 4. Would be good. About turn 4. Oh, fuck's sake. I don't want to put it in the deck. I wanted to check the card because I forgot it does. Against off a commander, yeah. That requires a commander. Which Everlasting Castle isn't, right? Splendor is a commander. Give that full Storm, but it's Enhanced 5. We don't really need Enhanced 5. Samurai does get Storm on Evo. Makes it an okay card. It also gets Clash for its damage followed to 0. Your leader has the following effect. Risk Fixer. It's not a bad card, Samurai, actually. I think it's... Is it an officer? Yeah, that's the problem. It's an officer, and I don't really want it to be an officer. I don't want to dilute our officer pool. Juliet. It's another 3 Storm, though. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Erica is an officer. Does have Storm, though, and Rally 7. Put a Killer Instincts in your hand. And its Evo is Rally 15. I don't know if that's what I'd really want to go with, honestly. And then we are basically at turn 5s. Turn 4s doesn't really have much in the way of Storm. This gives Storm, which we're not really using. And this destroys... Whenever an allied follower is destroyed, game +1 in Storm. Allied follower is destroyed. Destroy a random evolved follower. Yes. So you destroy an ally basically to get Storm, and that doesn't seem worth it. The build. And anything else that's higher is kind of not going to work. That's why Albert was kind of the better option, I guess. I don't know if Levin Champion held much value to me, because really, I think the other one's better. Like, this isn't bad. We only put different Livian followers, but only in a good Livian deck, right? Castle in the Sky is kind of pointless, so I'm basically defaulting back to, like, these sort of cards, which is not very good for me. Nothing here against Storm that isn't an officer, outside of Juliet. So Juliet would be, like, the only card that's 3 cost, and ideally I'd like a 2 or a 4 cost. I guess the other option would be to look at actual spells instead. See what's in that category that I could probably utilize. Probably Swordcraft spells in particular. If there's something you could use that can do some damage, that'd be good. Like Ivory Sword Dance could be a current random follower and random enemy follower. No, so that's gotta be follower. Already using other thing. Damage, maybe for the following, no. What's mirror image? Choose an ally follower in place. Summon a copy of it. Give it rush. And banish it at the start of your next turn. Not actually the worst. It can be played on turn 4 alongside a 2-drop. Or like anything, really. Even like, cause like if I already have something out, I could just copy it with mirror image. Be alright. And it gives it rush, so I could copy this and then just ram it. Definitely something to consider. I don't really see the need to add buffs into the deck at this point. But we're not really needing buffs. That's just a +1 buff. Put around for 1 cost Silver Follow from your deck into play and draw 2 cards. It's okay. We're already running some draw though. Onslaught, destroy enemy force on a night. No. Council's is the one I used to go with, I think, because it gives you a Stormfollower Ward and a Bane. But the other's just better, I think. Round table assembly, Paterium commanders, it costs 3 play points. Can we deck into play or Dragonites? That was the fight. That was the other one actually, wasn't it? It was Dragonites. Because like one of these gets Storm, yeah. Again, +1 if Indomitable's in play. So you can get Indomitable plus the Storm, which has 4. And then when it evoed, you can actually get it to 6 on turn 5. It's actually slightly better than Albert, right? Because you get 2 bodies. Oh no, you get summon 1, sorry. Choose 2 is enhance 8. That's why it was worse. That's actually what it was. That's right. Aldo's command. That was classic, but 6 is a bit late in the game. Fuck. Field Blade Fury. Contact that flag. If this was 4, it'd be really good for me. If 4 damage to me, follow, draw 2 cards. No. Alright, well, I'm definitely leaning towards, like, Mirror Image or the Steadfast, actually. I don't think anything else here is really worth running. We might try out Mirror Image. We'll drop that down to 1. I'm actually going to keep 1 in the deck, and then we'll add 2 Mirror Image to the deck. Let's see how it goes. That'll let us just copy our 3 costs on turn 4, if any of them stick around. And if they don't, most of them are benefiting me, so it doesn't matter, typically. Cool. See if that works. See if we can actually fully benefit off it or anything. Be good. I'll be pretty happy if Mirror Image works out better. Like, Albert won me a few games, but, like, not that many that it was that impactful. I feel like I'd rather have a more consistent card for doing that. Watch me, like, draw Mirror Image, like, right off the bat or something. Castle, we'll keep the rest. That worked out okay. I would like to be able to draw some more cards. We are going second, which is not great, especially against Haven. This is probably one of the worst matchups. I mean, unless they're playing like a Stormy Haven variant, I guess, then it could be okay. If they're playing anything that has any kind of decent healing in it, we're just kind of screwed. Okay, again. Worst sign, I guess. Do I drop the proven methodology now, or do I hold on? I think I drop it now, I got the option. And I got that, of course I did. Alright. The last katana in the deck, and I drew it. I wanted Diona because we already got the Unsheath, so it would have gave me a good setup. At least we can do a fair bit of damage next turn. They're gonna have some okay stuff next turn too, but at least we can just push damage. Alright, let's see what we can draw. Okay. I might even use Fount instead of the other one, since we got an Evo point still. So I can go Adventurer plus Katana, which will get us another, what? 4 damage at the moment. Which might be alright. Alright, now we gotta deal with a ward. That's kind of annoying. Leads me to wanting to just... well, if I'm gonna play this anyway, actually, I can just Evo this and ram it over. Just means I get less damage overall.
The uncharted desert awaits.
Which I guess is kind of fine, because next turn we can combo those together. We're going to get 2 damage. I'm going to get the Evo on that and kill it. Leave up the 4-2.
I'm ready for more.
We get the extra draw, so potentially we get Diona. There's some potential in this hand so far. We just need to get lucky, I think. Gotta get some luck going. If I can build that up, we'll be right. And I won't have to worry about it.
Sugar's the best cure for the blues, you know.
But until then, you know, we just kind of chill. I doubt we're sticking these, right? Surely not.
What? What?
Oof, damn.
Best of luck to you.
Evo trade, because you don't want that damage left on the board. That'd be my guess. This is recovering a play point. Ellie gonna trigger a tree. So really we're just gonna get 6 damage off the Fox Lancer.
The sweet shall inherit the earth.
I mean, it's fine. Honestly, I just want to draw Dione, because Dione just wins me the game. Fortunately, we didn't get it, so we're gonna go this way.
The uncharted desert awaits.
So Fox Lance gets a 6 damage to face, leaving him on 4, meaning we actually don't need much damage now at all to win the game. And we can potentially draw at least a little bit, so we can have at least 4 play points next turn to play with, along with whatever we draw. If we don't draw into anything that can lethal. Straight up. If they leave something up, I can actually dramatic retreat whatever's on my board after I attack, and then potentially just unsheath with Dione if I get it. And obviously I can just play nearly anything else, so it doesn't matter because everything is 5 or less. Yeah, okay, they're not going to leave anything up, so I'm not going to get that option. That cost them almost fucking nothing, wow. I say heal. What's this doing? Oh, it has Drain. That's really bad. Now it's Dione or bust, I think. Oh no, even Dione won't do this now because I can't get over the fucking ward. Ugh. But nah, it doesn't even matter what I do now. Great. Alright. Well. Doesn't matter. Let's go all in. Of course we draw Stroke Conviction here.
I retreat for now.
Well, nothing I can do about that. That ward's an absolute pain in my ass. Especially with that Drain healing and Storm on it. Really couldn't compete against it. Alright. Back. On to the next match then. A 4-2 down to a 4-1. Hopefully we can just bring that back up. And we're almost halfway to Grandmaster rank at this point, right? Like 5k should be halfway. We're at 4-1 now because we got dropped a little, but definitely doable. I mean, you've really got to hold above 50% win rate overall, so definitely a thing you can do. I don't mind this hand. I don't want to go second so much though. Like, this isn't a great first hand, honestly, but still, I don't want to go second. Alright, cool. This actually kind of fixes my hand a little bit. If I can get Unsheathed Blade, this hand's pretty amazing. But that sleeve is actually dope. I don't know who it is with Spinaria there. Is it Vampy? They do have their storyline together, which is actually pretty great.
The uncharted desert awaits.
Play Sword Swing here next. Then I can play Lizard on turn 4. Double Focus. Oh, that's such a good card. That gets buffed. I probably should have played Fox Lancer, but I actually want the damage on board as well. I can always play Fox Lancer alongside the Dreadful Steed thing or whatever it is, the bullet bike that pops out of it. Which would be alright as well, actually. Alright, Amulet. Not actually a big deal. Because it only limits my damage to 3, which means I can just keep swinging at them. Keep swinging, you know, for the fences.
I go with the wind.
So now we just swing, so we get decent chunk of damage, because nothing misses here, damage-wise. We're not losing damage. Leaving him on 5, which means we only need 2 followers to be able to hit, so Dion on our own will do it, if we can get Unsheath.
It's time you got a taste of your own
Otherwise, I need at least one thing to survive here.
I'm mesmerized.
And for, of course, them not to heal or, you know, to fight, but...
to exact my vengeance.
And, of course, they're going to have a bunch of this going. No.
You crusty
Artifact
horseshoe.
Portal does that shit. Otherwise, I just need to get another Storm follower, I think.
I'm not feeling it today.
Oh, okay, we'll quit. That works too. If I was smarter, I probably shouldn't have played the Katana, and I should have left him on 6. The risk was, if they could even heal 1, then I have to get a whole other attack in, and that's just a pain in my
Challenge me
ass.
when you're better.
But, on the flip side, it means I could have, you know, done 6 damage in the following turn without any issue. Hey man, what's up? Oh. I haven't, no. Oh. I saw the stuff posted, I haven't had a chance to sit down and actually watch it. Yesterday was semi-busy, unfortunately.
Revel in the power of flame.
Not on my watch.
I was out most of the afternoon, and then when I got home I was pretty fucked. Ugh. I'll definitely get a chance after this, I reckon, to sit down and give it a watch. Really big slow card, yeah. That does sound like, yeah, I don't know.
This town
I don't know, because everything in this game right now is fast, right? Rotation and unlimited. If they're slow, they might not see play just because they're slow, right? That could be that's the problem they ran into when they were printing cards in the past too. It was like, if they're great but they're too slow, they just don't see play. Proven methodology gets me Diona, nice. I'll take it. 14 damage, unsheathed blade potential.
You crusty horseshoe.
Anime and the Switch game. Okay. I haven't, I only watched up to like, what was it, episode bloody, I don't know, episode 7, 8 of the anime or something like that. And the Switch game I actually haven't played through. I don't actually own at this point. So I haven't really seen a lot of what was in there. I'm not surprised they want to bring some of it over though, because it was weird that they were unique to begin with. How do I want to handle this now? Do I just summon Quick Bladers and then summon the Dutiful Steed? I think that's what I do.
I will strike you
Speed
down.
things up. Got to roll
Because
it.
like,
Too slow.
this alone allows me to go for lethal off Dion next turn. Provided we don't get warded, which is a very real possibility next turn.
Demonic blades have
Okay.
nothing on my knife.
Please don't have too much more.
Please, stay still.
Such a bad matchup for me.
Let us pray for victory.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. They just had everything. Okay. What do they need to do here? Oh, and they got the fucking free heal as well. Alright, well, we're not winning this, I don't think.
The battlefield
But I
is
can't
my
get around this
cutting
ward
board.
now. It's actually impossible for me to get around this without just wasting my turn.
You're in good hands.
And by the time I do that, I just die to these sideboard cards now. Like, God, I hate it when this happens with this deck. Yeah, there's no way around this. Yeah. It's the healing, man. The
I
healing
retreat
of that is
for now.
crippling. Also, fucking, that's a stacked hand, man. That took nearly every card in their hand. Bluff. I've only seen them pull that off, what, twice out of about 10 matches against that deck. It's still usually risky, because if they do the same thing turn 5, or if I just don't have my combo on turn 5, they can really just, you know, roll me. But that's like the second time ever I've seen them pull that off, guarantee turn 4 like that. Like, full hand play. Just
Revel
everything
in
they
the
could
power
possibly
of
need to
flame.
really fuck me over.
Time to get started.
Cool deck though, I do like the deck. It's just like, fuck, man. Like, damn, you pulling that off. This could be okay if it goes well. Actually could be very good with that draw. Ugh. Blood's usually okay. The biggest problem obviously with Blood is its blocker. Like with Ward, that's really my only problem card. And of course I fucking hit that. Well, probably going to be a turn 3 of doing the same fucking shit. Proven methodology, and then a katana. It's actually kind of problematic now. Yeah, we're gonna go proven methodology. Okay, cool, we got it. Now I'm just gonna play the katana, hit face. We got the swing plus the mentors for next turn, and then we can go into the Dion combo. The only real problem, of course, like I said, is if they get their ward going. Then it's a bit of a pain to deal with. Well, that does too, by the way. What does this thing do again? Draw 3 cards. Okay. Ooh, that's tempting actually. I get way more damage this way. Do I actually die? Yeah, I just die next turn if I don't kill something, right? God, that sucks. What's the last word on this? Give leader focus at the end of your turn, discard your hand. If your turn, discard your hand. Hey man. Cool to have you here. I gotta work our way around this now. I'm just going to wipe out as much as possible, I reckon.
Time to appraise your worth.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I made YouTube videos, what, 3 years, right?
Are you worth your
4
weight in
on and
gold?
off if you count some of my newer stuff before, like after I stopped doing Shadowverse. We'll take that out. This should potentially still give us a chance to lethal. I just stopped me from dying.
I go with the wind.
Alright, no ward there. Yet. You're gonna go for the damage, are they? I don't know what else this does.
How about we turn this into an odyssey?
Oh no, that's the card I've been playing. It's just the alt art, is it? Yeah, it is. Must be.
Ah! What?
Cool. That's your game now.
Like petals in the wind, my blade dances.
I mean, I did set up 18 damage on board with this, to be fair.
Behold, the
Aw,
pinnacle
man,
of
you
elegance.
beat me.
But damn. I was a bit worried for a second there when I had to start trading shit. That's not what I wanted to do with that play.
Worthless.
But if I
Challenge
didn't,
me
I'm
when
pretty
you're
sure I
done.
just died. Alright, 43. Cool. Get this score up there. I want to pump those numbers, man. Pump them up. I don't play rotation because I don't really have a deck that's worth trying to climb in rotation
Revel
format
in
at the moment.
power of flame.
Because I full on stopped playing for a year and a half. I have nothing. I had nothing when I came back a little over a week ago, nearly 2 weeks ago, I guess at this point. I had literally nothing from rotation set. I had no cards from that entire 5 sets. Or whatever, is it 4? 4 or 5? Whatever, however many sets rotation is. I had none. I've got some now. I've got a basic rune deck for rotation for spell boost, and that's okay. But it's definitely a pain in the ass to climb the rotation ladder at the moment. And this deck, on the other hand, has been doing exceptionally well at climbing.
This town eats good folk for breakfast.
What I main for class. See, that's the problem. I don't really super main anything. Typically, I think the three most played classes I have were Blood, Rune, and Haven. Overall. But I didn't main anything specific.
Hands up! This town eats good folk for breakfast.
But no, this for Unlimited at the moment, I've just been maining Sword for it, because this is a turn 5 kill deck. And most decks I've found so far typically kill you turn 6. So you just purely outpace them in damage.
My victim, are you worth your weight in gold?
This is actually a little awkward now. I need one more damage,
I'll serve in hopes of a better tomorrow.
which could definitely happen because
Nothing stops
they
me
can't
once I got
easily
my
kill
speedy
this.
boots on.
Not yet. Next turn they can, just not this turn. And I have the potential of still drawing to whatever I need. Cool, that's actually nearly perfect.
I go with the
This
wind.
should set up a ridiculous amount of damage. This actually allows me to do, if both these die, and even if they like played something crazy, I think I could do 20 damage off this next play. Nearly. 7.k though, damn man. Nice. Nice. Yeah.
The heavenly stars, so ancient and wise.
That's actually kind of annoying, isn't it?
You're gonna
Alright.
get good stuff.
So, they get their spells for 0.
Eventually.
Fuck's sake. Now I've actually got to work my way around the ward.
I lowballed you.
So they easily clear this without even trying. They go for damage.
What?
This goes up to just short of lethal on its own. And unfortunately I can't do both of what I'd want to do. What is my best course of action then? Do I just clear the ward and hope I don't die next turn? Because I don't think I'm going to have enough to clear this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We clear the ward with the extra Dione and Proven, and then just see where we go from there. Which we may as well just use Proven first.
With grace and precision. Be quiet.
But I don't want to Proven in the next turn, only because the risk of me not getting something that would be enough would still be a case.
So ancient and wise.
And either way, I potentially die.
I loved her. She was everything to
I didn't want to lose all this and just have an empty board.
going beyond dimensions.
We'll change things for the better, you hear? What?
This is actually just as bad, though, honestly. Fuck's sake. Now I don't have a choice. I just die next turn anyway. Alright, well.
I retreat for now.
Yeah, seems to always be the way. They had to play the ward turn 4 or lose. Really, the only big downfall to the Diona deck is, like, it's pretty easy just to have a ward and just fuck them. Because, like, turn 4, usually my max damage output is somewhere around 6 to 8. And then you're relying on Diona with a buff to go for lethal on turn 5. Can do more, but you have to have, like, very... You know, you gotta stick a lot of stuff.
Revel in the power of flame.
I won't let my sins define me.
It's also odd to see Rune playing wards. Get both Provens. I want to try and do the Diona off the Proven ideally, especially against this, because I need the extra damage output. No point holding a Diona and not having earlier cards. The rest of this is kind of bad. I'm gonna play that.
This town eats good folk
I also
for breakfast.
kind of don't want to be going second. Going second's really not what you want with this deck. You really want to go first.
It looks like I'm up.
You crusty horseshoe.
And my luck is shit. Alright.
What?
What other cards might they decide to throw at me? Which way do I want to do this now? I just go that.
I go with the wind.
My turn 4 actually doesn't look that bad now. I just need now I need to just hit the Dione, which is definitely possible.
Hope is out there. I knew it.
Okay, not the worst. I can trade that off if I want. Or we hit face. I think we do it this way. So we go as much as we can onto the board damage now. Fine. I got left 2. I want to play that last.
Got to roam in style.
Then I want to trade that to get the proc. We'll spread out our health a
Show
little
you
bit.
why I am fit to rule.
Get 7 damage to face, and hopefully try and attempt to set up the lethal for next turn. We can put out a bit of damage now.
Is it edible? Only one way to
Kind of
find
expected the Elena ward. It's really just a matter if they got a lot of healing.
Peace in the hearts of all.
Let us
If they've got the 0 cost heal, I'm kind of fucked.
out. This calls for a taste.
Also, I forgot how good this is. Fuck. Well, that's just completely fucked me. Doesn't matter how I handle this now, does it?
should be able to reach from here. You can't outcraft the fox. Should be able to reach
Pretty
from
sure I'm
here.
still just dead next turn, because any kind of healing just kind of wins them the game at this point.
Trying to use my... Close enough.
Salvation surely waits.
How do I focus the rest of this turn? If I don't hit face, I can't even go for lethal even if I do hit face, right? Because the Neon has no kind of boost on it. And it would require me drawing specifically one boost. One cost boost card. Either of them, I have 2, whatever the spell on the amulet. But then it also requires me not dying to this, which seems like a high chance, so we might just take out that.
Oh, I've gone and mucked things
But
up.
as soon as we're going into the late game with this anyway, the odds of us winning just drop anyway. Once we pass this turn 5 point, it's very difficult to win.
May you all be blessed.
I retreat for now.
As soon as they play the other ward, there's literally no follow-up I have that can compete with that. We're not going to have enough play points to do anything next turn. Everyone's gravitating towards fucking ward decks right now. The last week that I've been using this deck, it was fine, you know? This deck was doing exceptionally well. I'd run into the occasional problem, but like, you know, easy 9 win streaks. I had like a 7, a 9, a fucking 6 so far win streak without much problem. Tonight though, like everyone's just like, ah yes, ward. That's a thing that we can do. I had more luck with the bloody blood deck earlier. That's just really volatile though.
This town eats good folk for
Ugh.
breakfast.
It's almost like people are like, ah yes, you remember that thing, ward? Yes, that's in the deck. That's what we can run. Sword counter. That's alright. I mean, I didn't expect this deck to last forever, but it could just be a bad night, some bad matchups that happens.
The uncharted
I had some really, really bad matches a couple of days in a row before too, earlier, where I was really, like, I lost a lot of games, and that was kind of sad. Yeah.
This is what
Yeah. It seems to be worse now, too, compared to back in the day. Just because of how good a lot of the cards are and how cheap some of them are.
Crusty horseshoe.
You can have, like, 2 or 3 options that are just insanely good. I don't even know what I want to play here now. I'm gonna summon the bandit.
Today, are you worth your weight in gold?
See if they decide they want to out this bandit. They probably will. But it'll also limit what they can do because they can only trade once.
I lowballed you.
So whatever else they play from here was really not going to be that impactful. Play this. That'll get its buff. Play the steed, I guess. I don't really have anything. This hand's actually kind of trash right now. And I probably should have focused on drawing earlier, but, you know. Just YOLO it out and see where we go. Denaria! Okay, so they're just gonna out it like this.
There's sand in my eyes.
I've played other games. I played lots of other games. Do I stream many other games? Not really. There's some that I wouldn't mind doing stuff with. I just haven't really bothered. Alright, well, that's the play I've got. Like, I've done stuff with Runeterra, I've done stuff with, like, fucking Duel Links. I've done a few different games. They're fun.
Gotta reload.
What do I want to do? Proven methodology, probably, right? Yeah. Not really helpful. Yeah, I quite often play Warzone very regularly. Don't usually stream, of course, but usually, you know, for a while there, it was almost every night. My sister, myself, a Canadian friend of ours, a couple of Americans, we'd all play. That was fairly regular.
You crusty horseshoe.
We tried Apex stuff. I'm not a fan of that game. A couple of the other guys are fans of Apex, but meh. I just can't really get into that game. I find it hard to see people properly. Just a bit sad.
The uncharted desert awaits.
CSGO, I have played CSGO. I'm not really into those shooters much though.
I'll show you why I am.
When it comes to FPS.
I'm ready for more. What do we have here?
I've played both Valorant and CSGO, and I just don't enjoy that style of game, typically. I think with a team of friends and not taking it overly seriously, it's fun. Like, don't get me wrong, that's fine. But, like, any kind of competitive side of it really just bores me to tears, and I don't find it enjoyable. I'm much more into arcadey shooters. Like, old Unreal tournaments are a lot of fun. What else do we... Like, I enjoyed Splitgate, because it's a very arcadey shooter. That was a lot of fun as well. How do I want to do this now? Just buying time, honestly. This is the best way to do this. Just copy it. I don't really want to use the Evo. We have to ram them both. I should have played that properly. Played the one cost, then mirror imaged it, and then got it buffed, and then just rammed it so I could keep the other one. What I should have done. Because while this amulet's up, I can't go for lethal. But at the same time, they can't really do a lot. Are you fucking kidding me? Another one. Fuck me. At least they're both going to conk out about the same time. Summon 2 random bandits, then give +1 to all allied random bandits. Nah, it's not worth playing. I think I just lock them out, right? I try and lock the 2 turns.
I am born of Quicksilver.
Okay.
The immortal Mercury. Eyes here, nowhere else.
I think that's a problem, right?
Will melt away all malice.
Can't take more than 1 damage at a time. This effect lasts until it's fully. Yeah, so now that has to die. That has to die now. I can summon the bandits. Doesn't really get me anywhere, does it? I think it outs this. I think that's it. Oh, actually, this is going to summon 2, and I don't have the space for 2. Shit. That's only going up to 7 on its own. It's not going to be enough either way. Fuck's sake. I have to use an Evo, and I don't want to use that because I really need the extra stuff now. These don't go up anywhere near high enough overall. Because they won't enough of a buff, will it? Like, the extra one I get... Oh, actually, I think that gives me just enough. I think it gives just enough.
Town eats good folk for breakfast. This town eats good folk for breakfast.
Yeah. Actually, a little bit over enough. Because that gets this extra buff. Don't want to use the Evo, though.
Hands up, you crusty horseshoe.
I'm still in a bad spot. I need a buff card, like, really badly. Because this is only going to do 14 damage on its own. With an Evo.
Destroy the world artifacts.
Okay. Well, yep,
Destroy it all! Yeah!
Alright.
I retreat for now.
The worst possible combination. All 3 of its amulet with the fucking ward set up. That could not have went worse, honestly. That's fucking terrible. Like, we drew it out that long, just kind of waiting, and I mean, we didn't let them get that many draws off their artifacts, because we didn't play anything that really got them that much benefit. They just had all 3 amulets, with, like, over 20 cards still on the deck. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they were at nearly 20 cards.
Activate. Enhance. Fire.
Actually, that's an extremely common deck so far. Portal? What else? Portal's one of the more common, actually. I think of Portal and Rune, probably the most common unlimited decks I've seen so far. I guess Haven's up there, but Haven's a couple, like, between the Elena and Storm, they're kind of a toss-up. So, like, if you use the total Haven, sure, but if you split them up, I would say I see them less than that Portal deck and the Spell Boost Rune decks. They're basically just D-shift fucking decks, honestly. And then there's just a mixture of other decks at that point that are lower on the totem pole. I rarely see Forest. Dragon's very occasional.
You just gotta listen.
Then you see stuff like kind of Blood and Sword and shit kind of floating around in the middle. And then Shadow, yeah, Shadow, I think Shadow's somewhere in the middle there as well, actually, now I think about it, with Sword and stuff. You kind of see those as a mixture in the middle. Alright, we haven't really got anything we can use in this hand, so we're kind of just fucked. Some of it is, but this deck, like, Rune is this deck's best matchup. Like, Rune struggles to do anything impactful until turn 5. And this deck just kills you on turn 5. Typically. I got a really bad hand here. This is not typical of what you get with this deck. But, like, this is like a natural counter to that at this point. Doesn't mean you win every game, but I definitely win 70+% of my Rune games. When I went on my 9 win streak, most of those games were against Rune. Because they just can't out it. I think I won like 6 out of 9 games against the Rune deck when I was playing that, because there was just a lot of Rune on ladder that day. This matchup is very coin flippy for me against Portal. If I get a bad hand, they kind of just roll me and there's nothing I can do about it. But yeah, like, this is beyond unplayable.
I retreat for now.
2 Unsheath, 2 Mentors, an Albert, and a Mirror's Image. Great. Ugh. This is actually quite... We're not doing well. We're down quite a few games now. I started at 4-2. Now we've been dropped down a bit. Disappointing. Keeps going this way. We might end up just playing other decks. We'll see. I haven't really got anything else that's super viable though for consistent wins.
Time to get started.
Blood's an okay matchup though. It really does depend on variant. Because Blood's got quite a few variants for Unlimited I see floating around. Usually it's between Wraith and the Heal Blood. They're the 2 kind of decks I've seen floating around. Looks like this is probably Wraith. Just based on that, or Wrath. Wraith, I'm pretty sure. I'm bad at remembering things. But if that's the case, as long as my hand isn't complete trash, we should have a favourable matchup. It's only their ward I have to be careful of, which is a bit hard to play around, so it's a bit of a pain. This thing's also quite annoying, because I don't actually have a way to deal with it on turn 2, typically. Especially with this hand. Basically, I'm just playing Lizard next turn and not doing anything else, because what else do I do? I guess I can play this, but feel good. That's doing damage at the end of the turn as well, so they are getting the Florist proc here. Which honestly, you can kind of just ignore. This thing you can't ignore. This thing's just fucking broken. At the start of your turn, Vengeance or Wrath is active if you restore 4 defense. It's just insane. How do I want to do this? How much more damage can I afford to take to still be okay? I think I do that. If I get Diona here, yeah, I think I'm good. Alright. So it's kind of dependent on what comes up next from them, but hopefully we can be okay with this now. I can play Lizard next turn and trade it into the Florist, which will heal them for 3, but will set up plenty of damage for us. It's really just if they drop something else that's kind of annoying, I don't know what I'm going to do. That's mildly annoying, I guess, because they do just kill me next turn. Damn it. Yeah, okay. So, way to do this sucks, but I don't see another way out.
I will strike you
Speed
down.
things up.
So Fount isn't really doing anything for me here, so I may as well hold it for the moment. Evo, we kill the
I'll show
Florist,
you
that
why
brings
I
them
am
up
fit to
to
There's no time for you slugs.
16, that brings them back down to
Too
14.
slow.
You just trade into that.
My word is my
Ah, and we die. Sorry, because that's... Ah, okay. I missed
I
it either way.
retreat
I couldn't
for
stop it then.
now.
There's nothing I could do. I didn't realize my health was quite that low for a second. Damn it. And that's the unfortunate part. If they get a hand like that where they can just do massive damage and then get that extra heal, there's really no way out. Like, that 4 extra heal can make such an impact, especially when I had to trade into it with 2 followers. They had no other really good play. It was basically, hey, can they out-aggro
Revel in
me
the power of
first?
blade.
Which is definitely possible
I
with
hope
Blood,
you're ready to escort
given
me.
how good Blood is at aggroing. Which is why it is definitely one of my favorite aggro decks. This is just one of the most affordable decks that I nearly had all the cards for anyway. Sword. And it was consistently good. It's just not doing very well tonight, which is just unfortunate. Alright, this is a fucking hand, alright. I wish I wasn't going second again, though. Second is super unfavorable. This isn't the worst for that. Fucking 3D
The
owner.
uncharted desert awaits.
Proven methodology has just become useless. It's only gonna get... It'll guarantee me Storm, but, like, it's not gonna be good. I don't have Unsheathed Blade, so there's 3 of them in the deck still. About a 1 in 11-ish chance, especially after my next draw. They're gonna get the Florist play,
Let me weave you a lie.
which I now have to deal with. Luckily, we do have at least a decent way to do that.
My word is my bond.
We can play this, which gets
Good
its
folk
buff.
for breakfast.
Then gets buffed up and we kill that. Alright. It's gonna be a rough match. I can tell already. How this started and how this is going will be rough. My fringe is a lot shorter than I'm used to. I had it cut like a couple weeks ago. My sister cut it. She's a semi-qualified hairdresser. But I was like, fuck. You know, I need a cut, but damn. Whenever I get my fringe cut really short, it fucks up. Fucks me up. If I don't get it cut short enough, it's a pain in the ass, so it's fair. How do I do this the most effective way possible?
Who'll be my victim today?
There's no, okay, there is no super effective way here now. This is kind of just what I have to do,
Crazy,
right?
Are you worth your weight in gold?
I'll see you in purgatory.
What do we have
Get
here?
rid of that.
I take so much for that.
Deal some damage. We leave up the 1/1s, and we try and just set up something. Just something. I mean, Alba right now is going to be 7 on its own if I just play it next turn with the buff. Like, if I just buff this at Evo, then that's 7 on its own. I don't think they'll deal that much damage to themselves. Especially now, maybe? Because they get they get this stupid healing shit from this card.
Striking.
I really just need to build this deck, I think. Because I think I'd enjoy it, honestly. I just need to make most of the gold cards. I think that's all I'm really missing. Okay. I think I'm just dead.
With grace and precision.
This is so bad, but I can't see another way out.
With grace and precision.
Well, we have no Dionas, so we're not lethaling with that. We've got 1 Albert, and we're relying on bronze followers from there. Some silver, I guess, but mostly bronze. Mostly bronze followers. Like I said, I just need to see what goes into this blood deck. I think I just need to find a list. I'm sure there's... I know Mana Surge had a list.
Okay,
I just was
that's
trying to
enough
avoid really
for
making
you.
much stuff because I don't have any vials and my ass.
I can't suppress this craving.
But
What? What?
that blood deck, like I said, I should have most of these sort of cards. So it's definitely something I could probably build. Yeah, I'm just dead. Alright.
I retreat.
But how this
for
is
now.
going, I really do need another deck that I can rely on when I'm having a bad run. This is an odd list because it doesn't look anything like that. This Wrath Blood. What other blood was there on this list? Is there? No, like there's an aggro blood list listed at the bottom, but I don't think that's it either. Is it? Not really. Okay. I know these lists are reasonably out of date because they're from fucking July, which means they haven't really been updated. Which is disappointing. I don't know if Tempo Storms is more up to date. There's never been that many good tier list sites, to be honest, for Shadowverse. Usually you're always better off taking tournament lists because the tournament lists have been honed pretty well, and usually that's fine. Even with, like, add any adjustments, they're usually okay. Tempo Storm, that's from 4th of September, updated. That's fairly recent, so that's not bad.
Revel in the power
Don't know
of
if this
flame.
covers unlimited or only covers rotation. I think it's only covering rotation, right? Yeah, it's not really helping me. I really need one for unlim. Go meta snapshots. Can we find an unlimited one? Is it here? Chrono mini expansion week 1. Nothing I can see there off the top of my head. I really don't like Tempo Storm's website formatting. Personally, it's very hard to find what you're looking for 90% of the time. Like, they do really nice coverage, like, don't get me wrong in that sense, like, the work they do is great. It's just that it's very hard to find what you want, where you want it.
Adventure's what I live for.
Like, the rotation list is fine, I just don't know where I'm meant to find fucking unlimited stuff, if any. That website. It's kind of a pain. What is covering this, but that's not really what I'm looking for. Okay, they're gonna let me just play cards, which is good. Just set up some draw cards, get some more damage in. Shadow is okay. Looks like everyone's going for some aggressive cards. I don't know if we get that altar though. That's actually, I do like that. I like that. Pretty sure that's the altar. Alright, nothing that's helping me honestly when I'm looking up stuff. Kind of disappointing. Alright, my next line of play. What should I make it? I might make it this.
I go with the wind.
Make it this thing. We'll make it. God, you wouldn't think finding unlimited decks would be that much of a pain these days. Honestly. The only site that actually has consistent lists seems to be Mana Surges, but the problem is it's out of date by quite a bit. Like, it looks like they updated the rotation list recently, which now just lists Last Word Shadow as purely tier 1, which honestly doesn't surprise me that much. But if you're looking for the unlimited list, it hasn't been updated anywhere near recently. Alright, what do you got? You've easily got lethal on me at this point.
I go with the wind.
Probably the incorrect play, but you know, I'm gonna roll with it.
This town eats good folk for breakfast.
I can't afford to leave shit up that they're only gonna get value out of anyway.
Second wind blows. Got to roam in
Leave
style.
the adventure
And
to you.
it shouldn't be too easy to lethal me from here, I don't think. Hopefully. Hopefully not too easy to lethal me from here. Like I said, I wish somewhere would just provide decent unlimited coverage.
Literally.
Yeah, there's nothing here. Alright, that didn't really help me a lot.
I have failed.
Unfortunate. That shadow card is so potent now too. Until I find a list that I'm happy with. I think the only option is just to look at the Dark Feast list and then adapt it from whatever what I usually end up having to do anyway, but I can't see another list that really prompts anything. So I'll do that after this game. We'll see what I can get. The deck doesn't look bad necessarily, so that's okay. It's just that probably could be
Revel in
better.
the power of flame.
Definitely going to be missing
The world
like
called, and I
8 gold
answered.
cards, which is a bit of a pain. Actually, we're going to hold those. Everlasting Castle's okay. Alright, this should ideally be a favorable matchup, but I am going to need to actually draw well because we kept a couple of cards that are okay, but they're combo piece cards and not setup cards for like early game. So we really need to actually draw in 2 cards that we can just play. And of course they have the immediate Isabel in hand. You know, that's how that goes. Alright, so we can hit for 1. This actually wouldn't be bad on turn 3 if we didn't already have this, but maybe I can get something else that I can use. I mean, I can play Proven next turn.
What?
If I don't get my 2-drop, I'm playing Proven straight up. Yeah. Alright. Alright, that's not a good Proven. Everlasting, unfortunately, has nothing it can pull for 0 at this point. I need to use my spell to do that. This, unfortunately, is not a favorable hand now, especially with that play. Fuck's sake.
Who be my
Well,
victim
trading into
today?
that it is.
Worth your weight in gold.
That ward really made that difficult. At least this time I could go like Katana into swing if I need to get rid of a ward, because that will buff it. Maybe we could make that work then? Don't know. Don't really know at this point what I want. I don't know how many spells they've played. Fuck, they played a few, man. They've played a few already and it's only turn 4. That's not a good sign. I want them to be going slower, not faster. What potential do I have? I have okay potential.
Who be my victim
So we deal 9 damage, we bring them down to 10.
I am fit to rule.
We make it hard to remove these. If I draw Dione, potentially we can just game. Since they shouldn't be able to trigger anything too severe.
You'll make a good test subject.
The ordained hour has arrived.
Because like turn 5's kind of their like pivoting point. Everything after this becomes quite dangerous, but everything before this is okay. Yeah, so now it has to be Dione for lethal.
Lowballed you.
What?
Come on, Dione. That's what I want to see, man. Top deck Dione.
Like petals in the wind, my blade dances.
Burn.
Oh yeah, 14 damage to face.
Unrefined. Unrefined.
The path ends here.
That's why I like this matchup. Because Rune doesn't do a lot. Like, I'm pretty much free just to play Storm cards, setup cards, and ram them in the
Challenge me
face.
when you're back.
And then as long as I get Dione for turn 5, we're good. Most of the time. Usually I don't have to rely on that much luck, and usually getting Unsheathed Dione isn't usually a huge problem. But, you know, sometimes it is a problem, and that's okay. I am definitely still going to be missing cards from this, and I will have to work out what I'm going to do about that, but we'll see. Yeah, okay, we're missing like 8,000 vials worth of cards. Most of which are actually gold cards. I'm actually surprised we're only missing 1 of that. Is there? Yeah, so there's 3 of Devilish Diva ran in this deck, and I'm only missing 1. That's actually not too bad. That actually means I could probably actually cut this one, like, just for the sake of not having enough. I need those because I don't have any, and I think this thing's extremely good too, right? So I really would need 3 copies of that minimum. Night Screech, you could maybe get away with not running. Like, it's good, it's a great card, don't get me wrong, but if for a budgetary state, you could probably get away without it. So for now, I will at least cut that out of the deck. We will cut the extra copy of Diva out of the deck. Then if we look at the cards needed now, yeah, it brings it down to like half nearly. Bronze and silvers I'm not worried about. It's really just these golds that are a pain. Definitely the Knight of Purgatory, and then the Contemptuous Demon. Gonna be the problem cards for me to have. And then I just need to fill in the gaps. So I need like just another is it three or four? I got 4, alright. So I need to fill those in with just decent cards. I mean, I could just add another Pain Amulet, which would be fine. And then I just need to fill in 3 cards, which is a little bit easier to do, I think, personally. So I will save that for a minute. So I think I got some packs and shit because I didn't open stuff from yesterday because I was holding them until stream, even though I did, like, because I did my dailies still yesterday. So I wanted to hold over packs and stuff. I don't know what I got. I think I got 1 there, and I got... Did I get any of that? No, I didn't. I only got 1 pack yesterday. That's kind of sad. Like, I know I had a 1-pack challenge, and I mustn't have got a pack or anything from the end of the run stuff, so... The other option would be to do an open 6, but it is already been an hour and 30. I don't want to go for that long. By the time I'd knock that out, I'd barely be able to build the deck, so this is kind of mediocre now. It's great. 1 gold's okay, I guess. Better than no gold. Don't get me wrong. We're saving our rupees until next set, I reckon, at this point. So then at least I'll have a decent array of new cards and vials that I'll probably end up with. So I can just dump them. Good. So we'll start by liquefying the extras, which, that gets a respectable 12. It's almost 2 gold cards. So if I go selected now, and I go through... Ascendant, Vasa, Rival... guess we just add all of them. All the expansions that I need. And we just dump... We dump anything that we've got extras of in animated cards. That's what we're looking for. So anything animated that's an extra... I can just dump out. I'm trying to keep mostly playsets for everything else. Like, I can dump this, which immediately 30 vials, it's fine. You know? Animated doesn't worry me as much right now, but in the past I used to keep mostly animated playsets and just dump the other normal ones, but I wasn't as desperate for vials back then as I kinda am these days. Like, right now, I'm just really need those vials to make up for it, especially, like, silver cards. Silver cards are great. Fortunately, I don't have extra of the gold. That's kind of sad. And otherwise, I'm just keeping playsets of stuff that is usable, so... Well, not just usable, but in general, what I want. And I'm not dumping anything of these like that I've got temporaries of at the moment. Just in case, because, you know, you never know. Not a lot else so far. Just a bit sad. To be fair, we haven't opened that many extra packs, so I don't expect to have a crazy amount. But I was hoping we could get at least 2 of the golds together, because then even if I can't include Contemporous or whatever, I can include the other one. Puppeteer I don't have. Got an extra one of that, sweet. So that does give us enough for that at least. Finish off the rest of these so we can see what we can go through. Otherwise, I'm not overall doing that bad. This card, I really like. Okay, I really like this card. Monstrous Grimoire just looks cool. That's a pretty cool card. 17. Like I said, at least it gives us the 2 golds I need. And that's at least a good start, right? Better than no start. Alright, cool. Okay. Awesome. So I'm probably going to dump the other gold. I don't think I've even got... Actually, I don't think I've gotten quite enough. I think I need slightly more, right? So I may end up having to do an open 6 just so I can get some extra cards / vials going. Going to be the most beneficial way for me to do it. Because I still need the bronze and silver cards as well. Right now. Which won't cost us a lot, but it'll cost me enough. So if I dump the gold Contemporous Demons for the moment, until I can get some. How many vials do we need? Like 700 more, mainly because I need 3 of the silver card. These things cost like 50 each too, which I guess is a little bit, but That's the main thing. So we're short 700 currently. So I'll save that. I'll find filler cards for those like 6 cards that we've taken out after. For now, I'm gonna we'll run one open 6 thing, and then I reckon I'll end off stream. I've already done this, so that's kind of out. Too many clicks, you know? I click the back, and then I double click, and then I fuck up. But yeah, definitely my 3 main classes. Rune, Blood, Haven. Damn. Followed by Sword and Shadow, honestly. They're actually not as far. I didn't realize I played as much Shadow as I did, but I guess I did play a lot of mid-Shadow back in the day. What was I doing? Arena, Challenge, Open 6, tickets, because I've still got 48 of them. What actually do I want to play? I want to play something that I'm going to get cards that can kind of benefit me. In the long run, like, Rune is a gamble for consistency if I want to do well. But, like, Grey is okay because I don't have it. So if I potentially get the chance to get it, that'd be nice. I wanted Blood cards, though, which kind of doesn't help me here, right? I kind of just want any cards overall, but might take Rune and we'll see what we can do. Take Rune, I'll see what I get. I'll quickly just, you know, throw together something, and then I'll start running games. I don't expect to win any. If I win any, that's just a bonus at this point, honestly. Okay. Okay. Wow, there's already 6 copies of this thing. Fucking 7. That's 4 copies of that card in this one pack. I mean, I know they give you, like, guaranteed, like, the cards for the class you're playing, but damn, man. That was a lot of that card. All at once. Alright, not really a lot else, unfortunately. Terranova, that's actually a kind of cool animated card. Goblin Queen. And I don't see anything super good for the Phantom pack. A bit disappointing. So we'll just remove all. I'm gonna throw those in, of course. Throw that in. I think I've got a lot to spell boost though. Throw in Eleanor because she lets me copy a card. I think Grey's alright. Banish 2 random cards for your day. If you have 20 cards less in your deck before the cards are banished, gain +3/+3. Cover 2 play points, banish 2 random cards from your deck. Okay. Pretty good. Sure. Does it let me run... Will it let me run every copy of this? No, it still only limits you... Oh no, it doesn't limit you, right? So I could run every copy of this card. Right? Or does it? I think it still might limit you. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. I haven't messed with this mode in this sense. 20 more cards in your deck. Banish turn cards to deck. Otherwise, restore 4 defense to your leader. I mean... that could be fun. Run those for some extra draw. We're just going to run a bunch of them, you know? Same with that. It's free. Ward, Fanfigure, +2/+2 to a random allied follower. Do this 3 times. It's okay, I guess. If any spells are in your hand, deal 2 damage to all enemies. I kind of like that card. I just don't think I'm going to have much in the way of good spells to run. Give that, and that to others. Its attack and defense has been increased by an effect. Yeah, it's not impossible. Oh, it's probably bad to try and do that. Deal 3 damage to 5, 20 or less, deal 5 and recover. Play point instead. Nice, that's actually pretty good. Need some more cards though. What else can I kind of do here? Well, swap to repair modes, sure, because it gives me more spell options if I want to run that. Summon a Dutiful Steed, draw a card. Sure, it's a draw engine card. Give that to all allied followers and draw a card. Again, not the worst. It's also a spell, which we might need at this point. May as well run that. Because we're gonna, like, we've already been through a lot of what's in here. And we haven't really done that much. Cool, we'll run that at 8 because we're running 1 copy. I don't know if I actually want to run this or not. Probably, right? Because it does summon one of these at the end of turn with fucking damage to all enemies. Yeah, sure, we'll run that. That's okay, actually. And it's just a matter of what else I run. Summon a Clay Golem and a Scrap Golem. Do I give +1 to everything? Sure. Summon 2 Eldritch Criminals, evolve all unevolved Runecraft followers. Wait for them. That's fine. We're at 31. Got a decent draw though, so like I'm not worried about going a little over. Put around the Runecraft spell from your deck to your hand. Nice stat line actually. I was trying to read this. At the end of the turn, if there are 2 or less Earth Sigil amulets, play summon 2 Earth Essence. If there are 2 more Earth Sigil amulets, form Earth Right 2. If there are 2 or more Earth. It's okay. Sure. I'll run it. And then there's this, which I actually quite like this card, so we're just going to run that as well. So we'll run 35 card deck. Puts us slightly above the 30 mark, which means if we run into another 30 card deck and have to go a long game, potentially we survive. But we'll see. We'll see how we go. Oh dear. Drop my drink. Luckily, I just put the lid back on it. Okay. Alright, we're playing against, you know, reasonable beginner, although it doesn't mean a lot, honestly.
Activate. Enhance. Fire.
Like, this is kind of dumb luck simulator at the moment. What are we gonna get? Honestly, the odds of us drawing that card I added 6 off should be extremely high, and we didn't hit it in either of our opening parts there. And our curve is bad. I know it's bad. Because, honestly, there weren't that many low good cards I could play. The only real bonus is that a couple of these have alright crystallize effects, and I don't mind that. Not really any good way to perform a lot of the abilities, though. Is this what? Chaos? Chaos what? I don't know. This is open 6, man. This is random jank shit. Everything in open 6 is chaos, honestly. My turn 2 is kind of just looking bad. Could use that just to draw a card, because I don't really want to use this for its crystallize effects. I don't really have a lot of ways to trigger the Earth Sigils outside of this. Right? No, not this. What's it called? Whatever the other one was, the other card I have. There's another card, so I might just draw. It's also spell boosting, which is okay. Then we'll use this next turn, I reckon. On each turn, when you play a follower, give it +1. At the start of your turn, if you have more evolution points than your opponent, subtract 1 from this amulet's countdown. Which is fine, because we have none at the moment. It's the Ifrit out early. We can actually start doing things next turn, because we're going to have the Goblin Queen. We can Goblin Queen, play a Goblin, and use its Evo Transform effect if we want, I guess. But actually, that'll actually let us take this out, no problem. Which is good. And that triggers twice for that.
You might make a good son-in-law.
Alright, cool. We override
For
this.
the good stuff. Let's see how well.
Get rid of the 3/5. We just beat him down with stats right now, you know. And we work from here. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but we'll try and work it out. Deal 4 damage to an enemy full of a giant chimera into your hand and spell boost it 4 times. Actually, not the worst ability for the thing on my stuff.
This invention could be my claim to fame.
Maybe I can work with that. This is actually not bad for them though either. How would you do this though? Because no matter what, at least like without their hand right now, with what they have, they aren't killing both these this turn. They're gonna have to trade that into this. I'm gonna leave that up.
Darn it all!
A bit of damage to face if that's where I send it. That gets double triggered, which is honestly fine because that's gonna do 3 to the entire board, right? Deal 3 to damage to all enemies. Sorry, all enemies. So that's good. That's actually gonna protect us more than anything. And the Golem into the draw, into the extra draw. Value, I guess. Or do I do it that way first? I think I do this. I think I do it this way. I get the extra stats.
The water. She is the bloom.
Then I'll do this. Gives them a bonus. Then I just use this to take out probably the 2-1 for now. I don't think that has an evo effect, right? No, it doesn't. And my evo point. Kill that. Makes it harder to do things. Plus that's on like 7 health. Like 6 now, but decent stat line. Saving this for 8. For sure. And that for 8 obviously as well. Yeah, we're gonna save both for 8. I don't know which way I want to use them, but probably this one ideally mostly. The rest of the hand is then just used however we need to see fit. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. This could be okay if I can stick it. It's just sticking it that's going to be the problem. The current board looks good. It's just a matter of what their hand is like. And I put 6 of this one card in my deck, and I haven't seen any of it yet. That kind of feels bad. You'd think, you know, with 6 of a card in your deck, in a 35 card deck, you would probably see one of it, like, immediately every game. But I haven't seen it yet, and we're almost at 20 cards or less, which is where you want to be for that card, plus 4 heal. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that was that one. Okay, this isn't bad. It's gonna let them take some stuff out, right? They still can't take out the 4-6 and the 6-3 right now. Oh, without puppet. Ah, that's right. Yeah, no, they generate puppets, so they're good. So now they can kill both, but they're gonna leave up the goblin. Unless they, of course, evo, because they do have their evo point as well, so they could still do that. But they are gonna lose their board to my amulet proc.
Opportunity for growth.
There we go. Hey, look, we found it. Cool. Awesome. Now, I can set this up.
Embrace your vast potential.
Probably should drew first. Actually, I need to leave space for this to work. That actually need its evo point. Evolve on all unevolved allied runecraft followers. That includes itself. Cool. Should include itself. So we just set up a board of damage, we set up stuff they have to remove, I arcane because why the fuck not at this point, just limits my cards. Also lets me copy what I played, which is really cool. So now even if this dies, then I can just replenish it. I forgot that would do that. Put a copy of random allied, so it was a 1 in... Is it random allied follow? It's just random allied follow, so it could have been any of them and it hit the right one. Nice. I like that. I like it. Actually, I fully played this turn, right? Yeah, I was played this turn. So yeah, no, it had to hit this. Cool. So it did work the way I wanted it to work. Got me the effect. That's what I want. Because then I can just use this again. It should be nice. I actually wonder if I could have utilized this and then just arcaned it and copied it, right? That could have been a good way to go, actually. This will do 3 to all enemies. At the end of my, it's at the end of my turn, end of each turn. Sorry. So if they don't clear this, it deals damage to them now. If not, it does at the end of my turn, right? So like, they're fucking they're pretty screwed, honestly. They need to out my entire board, and then they're still going to be taking 3 damage at the end of turn. Of my turn with that. And yeah, you can play 2, which will just recycle it.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Ugh. Looks good. For a deck that I had no hope in, you know, we won our first game, so that's fine. Alright, let's see if game 2 goes as well. I mean, Portal again. Portal is popular in Open 6, that's for sure. 2, 3, 3. What do I want to do? Probably dump that. Which is the card I have 6 of in the deck, so I should see that more often. Goblin Queen, not really doing it for me here. We are going second again, which is okay when I've got the Goblin Queen lineup, because I can just play that, the Goblin, and the Evo, and it's actually a fairly decent line of play. I would like my Ifrit though, so then I've got a turn 2, turn 3 play. Turn 1 doesn't worry me as much because I don't think we've actually got a decent play for turn 1 in this deck. Spell boost. Okay, so it looks like they're playing a 33 card deck. Because they got, what, 4 cards plus that. And we're playing 35, so we are up on cards, although we do run a lot of draw, so...
Truth and lies.
I'm a fan of this Angel of the Gospel. Okay, so we got Grey. Grey is not as good as what I'd like it to be right now. I need to kind of set up for Grey by getting rid of more cards. An open 6 is just such a risk to get rid of way more cards. Like, I can banish the cards with this on turn 3.
100%
Try and just do something.
0% fluff.
Once each of your turns, when ally Pokemon want to play 2 cards in your hand, yeah, that shouldn't hopefully be a problem. I've got turn 4 play now if I want to play this. Although, the chance of it dying is pretty reasonable because my turn 4 I get the Evo and then turn 5 they get theirs. Really? Of course. Puppet Duelist with String Master. Of course that was the case, you know? That strip its abilities as well? I don't think it does, right? So the puppet should still die. At the end of the next turn. So I don't think it's stripping its ability. Good. Bonus 2 cards. Resentful Blaze. Deal a pool of 3 damage between all enemies. First, deal blah blah blah. If you have 20 or less, deal 6. If you have 5, deal a pool of 9 damage. Not really what I want to do. We're just going to play this.
Tastes like fruit juice, doesn't it?
So we remove a couple of cards. We set up my 3-3. They lost their puppet for now, at least. Don't really know what I'm going to do next turn. Probably leaning towards the Goblin Queen play.
A spin and a twirl and out. There's our puppet again.
That's really all I can think of at the moment. I can go for the Goblin Queen, which sets up decently. We could trade into all this. Would wipe out their board though. So I don't think they're too worried. They get a really nice puppet deck lineup because damn man. Like I know they got the extra puppets off this. I didn't realize they also got another puppet in their hand from something else, right? Oh no, they summon the one puppet, don't they? And then this gives them more puppets, so it didn't matter. So they just got more puppets. Yeah, Stringmaster's very good for this format. I don't really have a good way to remove it either until like later. Like until I get my Evo point, I can't just straight up remove it. So this early play was very good. They're just going to keep generating more puppets as long as that's up. It's kind of annoying. Like, I could play the Faust, but their Evo point just outs it immediately.
Centuries pass.
I don't like that.
I remember all.
Ugh, I know that card's a pain in my ass. Okay. What can I do? Probably not a lot. So, Goblin it is. Goblin play it is. Big goblins, you know. Change that into a Goblin King. We out the String Master, so they can't keep generating more puppets for the moment.
How good are you?
Why is it the string is so
We have to leave up the
bouncy?
2-1, but that's okay. See if that's what they want to do. I mean, they can just now banish a puppet, right? And then draw 2 cards, which is effectively draw 2 for nothing. Quite good. Like, I'm never going to get this to stick in this situation. So, like, it's not going to be worth playing most of this game. My following turns are a bit more awkward. We got plenty of this heal card. I just need to actually have less cards in my deck to use it. But I also don't want to burn every single card in my deck, because that's going to be really bad. My best option is, like, when I get to turn 6, at least I can play this and that. And then I can put them together, and hopefully I'll have less... Like, I should have less cards in my deck, that doesn't matter. Especially if I do burn more cards. Wouldn't mind using this. That would do it for me.
Everything was a lie.
But it'll banish 4 cards total. Kinda hurts. So that would definitely put me on what I need to be on. It's just that I lose a lot. They really fucking did that, man. What did they use? So they brought the puppet into play. They used the they gave it Bane. Okay.
You pass.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna bring spin back to the skies.
They bring that. I really can't see another good option other than just burning more cards now. That way I can at least set something up, maybe.
Someone as beautiful as her could never understand.
I can do that. I can do this.
Going beyond
I could use Resentful Blaze, right?
You've no idea how
If I
pitiful
wanted.
and wretched I feel. Burn to ash.
Not really what I want to do, though.
It's slowing down.
I can actually use this now to heal for
Fruit
4.
juice, doesn't it?
I can just play the Goblin.
Gobby's feeling hungry.
I think that was an okay turn. I don't like burning that many cards, but... Got a Resentful Blaze, which is going to be live for dealing 6 damage as a pool of damage instead. The defense in order they came into play. Any damage is left in the pool after. So this isn't the worst setup. I could utilize that okay, I think. Just need to remember which order things come into play for its full usefulness. Unless I wipe board, of
Stay away
course.
from me.
Can use Forced next if I want, and then use that. The fact that I have to burn more cards. Bit bad, but getting to copy that could be really beneficial. Like, it's risk-reward at the moment.
Destroy the world artifact.
That Spinaria is gonna really fucking hurt too.
Here, have some water.
I can't play both Forced, which that's really impactful now. Fuck's sake. So that come into play, that come into play, that came into play. So if I use this now, the order's going to be fucked up and a pain in my ass. But I don't really have another option that I can see. That gets me 6, so that goes down to 3. I could trade into it, which doesn't seem great. Worth it to use. That's not going to do anything at this point. Yeah, I don't really see another way out of this right now.
I'll scatter you to the 4 winds.
Alright, so that went the way I thought it would. Gonna suicide this thing in.
Yeah, it's your time, girl.
Armor weapons more. I like. Give me that.
I'm gonna try and do this. I didn't play anything, I'm just gonna burn a couple of cards out of my deck. No real big benefit to that. I just want to free up some stuff.
You want to hear about my coil tech?
Actually, really no benefit to it, but meh, at this point. We're not doing great anyway. What do I need? I need like 10 to do a full combo with this, right? Which is kind of silly.
A divine summons brings me here.
Okay, let's set up that then. That's a really good card as well, actually. Being able to get Guardian Golems and shit out real easy. Really not in a good position against this deck, honestly. I also hate that these games take like 10 plus minutes each. Means like an open 6 can take like 50 minutes to finish a lot of the time if you don't get lucky. I got 8 play points, and I don't think I've got a lot more that I can do. There's a handful of cards that work alright here, but I'm really just buying time. Like, I'm going to use this probably next, Ranging Golem, which will give me a couple of Guardian Golems and boards and shit, just to kind of hit shit with. Turn 9 is going to be way more awkward again, but I don't really see another play. Okay, I gotta kill that now.
Sleep.
This is just
Advertising
bad.
Hostiles firing.
There's gonna be Raging to kill off that.
Ouch.
We get a couple of Guardian Golems, which at least are 3/3 wards. Then we kind of just hopefully sit on healing for the next turn.
No smile
Really? Puppet thing? Fuck's sake. What an annoyance. Still gonna do this. I have to get rid of that.
Unable to
Just sit me on these wards. Hopefully it can buy me the turn I need. We'll see. Really, it's the next turn that I need to buy. Which I think I can do, because I can go plus 8 in health. Plus 10, actually, if I use both repair modes as well.
Oh, my beloved Nava.
Alright, that's a problem. Damn it. That's insanely good right now. And actually kills me.
Okay, sure.
Alright,
I'll let you have
at least
this
we're on to the next one. Honestly, that's how I expect all my Open 6 games to go, typically. Especially when I'm playing, like, an Open 6. Every Open 6 I've played has gone like that, where they just have, like, kind of the exactly, like, perfect card. And they're just like, ah, yeah, I can just game you from here now. It's like, ah, shit. Yep. Turns out you can. Then I just go, oh, well, I accept it. I can't stop you. But, like, we have interaction in this game. Some of the most interruption we've got is literally like Omega, because it stops your opponent from playing spells and amulets in their turn. Which is kind of actually really insane.
time to shine, Daria.
Activate.
I don't think we have any other cards that are kind of like that, do we? I
Fire.
think that's it. Pump them, looks something good. Alright, Terran Nova. Angelic Melody. Not really doing a lot with these cards. And everyone's playing Portal. I know Portal is good, but fuck me. Why does everyone have to open Portal for Open 6? There are like 8 classes, right? 8? I don't know. There's a decent chunk of classes. You only get 3. Portal doesn't show up every time. This is the 3rd Portal player we're playing against, though. And we had the choice of Portal. If you include that, that's 4. Wild, man. Just wild.
This town eats good folk for breakfast.
I could have played this, but nah. I should have played this, to be honest. That's what I should have done. At this point, I'm almost prepared just to skip through these, though. I'm not that concerned with winning them. Bonus rewards would be nice, but I don't know if they're that worth it for me.
Walk away from this life and do better.
That's not bad. I'm gonna clay, so I'm gonna scrap, give +1 to all followers. It's pretty good. Don't know how they're gonna want to handle dealing with this, but we'll see.
Alas, no smile today.
Alright, 3-3, String Master, Puppet Door, sorry. Wrong one, String Master's the other one.
This ain't ideal.
What do I do? What do I do? That's pretty fucking nice, honestly. It sucks, because now I'm just setting myself up to take damage, but I kind of really want that on board early as possible, because that's really my only chance to wipe things out in one big swing. Plus, we can play Goblin Queen next turn, which honestly isn't the worst, or we can turn over. Kind of, you know, set up a Scrap Golem and a Clay Golem, but I don't think that's as beneficial as just playing Goblin Queen, honestly.
Ouch.
I am prepared to lose. Hit me with everything you've got.
What fine threads you have.
Fuck me. Puppet Portal decks, mate. They use things for Open 6? Insane. Scorching Blast. Deal 3 to an enemy follower. If you have that LS, deal 5 instead and recover a play point. I can't do both of what I would like to do, can I? And that's not live, so I can't gain health yet. But it has to be Goblin.
You might make a good son.
I'm just not ready for that yet.
Got me feeling hungry.
Alright.
You ready for the good stuff?
What do I kill?
Let's see how well you handle this.
Puppet comes into play. I think I have to get rid of that. But then the puppet... doesn't actually gain +2 to rush. Alright, I think I get rid of that, right?
Got me feeling hungry.
I can't move.
Like, I could still potentially die. But, you know, we're in with a shot. It's a bad shot, but, you know, we'll take it. Hate that this is otherwise and not then. It'd be nice if it would check, like, do both, potentially. Although then I guess it wouldn't be good either because you'd be burning cards just to heal 4, and I don't know if that'd be a good balance for that card either way.
Judgment is paramount to order.
Okay, have a good legendary card. Yep. Yep. Alright.
You crusty horseshoe.
Sure. I'll let you have this one.
I'm way too low on health for it to matter. I think they actually just game me from there anyway, right? That trades and they evo and kill me, so... matter. Alright, I need to go to the toilet real quick before we finish off these last 2 games, so I will be right back very shortly. Alright, back at it we go, I guess. We'll try and see if we can at least win a couple, but hopefully they're not going to take me another, 20 minutes. We'll see. Knock them out. Let's see where we're sitting as far as vials and shit go, which probably won't be that crazy, honestly. I'm just hoping it's, at least some enough that I can knock out the bronze and silver cards that I needed, but 700 is not exactly a short amount.
Time to shine, Daria. Ikuyo, Otosan.
Alright. We'll take this. Golem Marshal actually kind of makes this okay. Golem Marshal, we are going first, right? Yeah. So Golem Marshal. Then we play Deputy, which gets buffed to a 2-3. We can play Convent Mage following that. Shadow, we actually got a different opponent this time though, nice. Something that isn't Portal. That'll also summon another Steed, which means this gets buffed as well next turn if we use it. Which I probably will, honestly. I just don't know what else I want to use yet. If I want to use Arcane Duplication or Scorching Blast, it's really up to those two at this point. I could use either of them. Just gaining 2 shadows. Do I just kill that with Scorching then? Do I focus on other stuff? No, I think I just kill with Scorching. And we just take the draw.
Everything all right here?
That'll get buffed. That'll do that. We got Angelic we can use along with Retracing if I want. Would buff these a little bit further and give them some healing effects. Plus I get the extra draw, so that's alright. I don't know what else I'll do though for this turn. Right. That kind of hurts. Actually makes this way worse. I don't know where they're going to want to trade these though. Right, they're going to go the low end trade. Fair enough. Like, I get it. Low end trade is work. It's not what I wanted to play, but it's
A bit of magic.
I think. Cane duplication again. Yeah, I guess that's okay. We're not that far off having our trigger for this. We shouldn't fuck up the play though, honestly. I could have done that a bit better. So that combination was really nice. Damn.
For growth.
Goblin Queen. That kind of makes up for this, honestly.
You might make a good son-in-law.
So play that.
He's feeling hungry.
Use the Goblin Queen Evo.
You ready for the good stuff?
I don't know if I want to kill the dog thing,
Let's see
right?
how well you handle this.
Dog thing, summons another one. More attack power. And without last word. Alright, so they're on the last one, so I probably should just kill that, honestly.
How good are you at it?
And I'll play Retracing, which will set us up for those heal effects, which is good. So, can potentially heal us, restore 1 or 2 defense randomly, which is okay. That thing's not as big a threat. Our board's okay. We're gonna have that active next turn to heal if we need it as well. Scorching Blast also will be active, so we can actually use that for a cost of 1 to do 5 damage.
Only one way to find out.
And Arcane Duplication, again, also active. Not super beneficial to us because I don't have anything to use it with, but it'll be active, and that's the main thing. That is random though, right? Or is it? No, it's targeted. Okay, so that's good. Alright, how do they do this now? They do that. That dies. Summons that. Trade it. We heal again. So we kill both of these as effectively as possible, I guess. Like, that kills that. No problem.
My stomach.
I can heal for 4 with this.
Tastes like fruit juice, doesn't it?
And I'll just play the Goblin with Evo, and we'll trade over that.
Going beyond dimensions.
Gives us a board up, and they've only got 2 cards left in hand right now. 3 with the draw, but as long as they don't have a good amount of draw power in their variant right now, we should be okay.
A divine
We're up on cards in total right now. That's bad though. Not what I wanted to see. This buff is actually a pain to get over.
Here, have some water.
Alright, what are we gonna get? Squirrel. Could be worse. Right now we finally get owls, but it's a bit late. How do I do this? Play that. I'll boost that. Play Arcane Duplication now, burn a couple cards, then play Witch.
Answers come in every shade
So one of those will be
imaginable.
duplicated. Then I'll just pass. Alright, Witch got duplicated. Not the best, but it's okay. Would have actually preferred the squirrel.
Impressed? You ain't
Oh, really?
What
You really got that card.
comes around.
Fuck me. That's such a nice card to get for, like, open 6. Like, being able to Evo for, like, effectively you're getting a 2 cost. Draw a card at 3/3 because it recovers the 4 play points. As soon as you go past turn 6, so, like,
Hatred
that's
festers
just
like
really
a
good.
I'm out of cash.
Nothing I can do about it now. I think I'm just dead. They got a pretty nice hand now. And I needed that last turn instead of this turn. I could have at least outed that.
A divine summons brings me here.
Alright. Do that, and we'll do that. Could have been worse. I was gonna... Oh no, because I didn't Evo, that's right. So now that trades. I was like, that's right. I was wondering why I was so low on health, and that's why. So we can use the Chimera Meister next turn. Which honestly is probably what I need to do here, but I think I still die no matter what, so... I don't think it matters, right?
Within the helix
We don't trigger the Evo effect on this. Oh no, these are watered, so actually we're pretty good, I think. If I use these to take out those, and then I use that to take out the biggest one, then their trades are a bit more awkward. I forgot these were wards. They're actually pretty good. Okay. Maybe we're in with a shot. Depending on what the rest of the hand is, which is now actually a decent stack. Summon an assembly droid, then evolve it. So we can do more Evos, I guess. Or we can just go the Raging Golem, which is probably the way to go. So that trades into the 4, that trades into the 3, and they hit for 2. Gotta be what they're going for, right? Unless they've got another card. Oh, they're just gonna trade. Makes sense, actually, because, like, outing that's now a pain. It's doable, it's just a pain. Actually, just gonna play this.
Some things are worth living for.
Next turn, I'm just gonna heal. I reckon. Just play both of these and heal for 8. Let's see if I don't get anything else. That's actually kind of obnoxious. So Terra Nova, does that give me any kind of good option here? Not really, right? And nothing here actually does anything substantial enough. So we're gonna play one of those at least. Actually, we'll just play both, and we'll play Terra Nova.
Tastes like fruit juice, doesn't it?
That seems to be the way to go. Should have actually... I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have played those because I have to trade stuff anyway, and then I could have fucking kept stuff, but... That's gonna summon skeletons, so that's gonna give something ward. Fuck's sake. Every trade here is now bad. I did fuck that up. I should have done that way better. Gonna do that. Oh, I should just try. Fuck's sake. Alright, fuck it. We're just gonna lose this anyway, I reckon. I'm running out of resources, honestly. I'm burning more cards than they are. Could have traded the 4-3 into the 4-4 and got optimal trade for my lineup compared to their lineup. And then I would have had at least the 4-4s on board that, you know, could out this next turn if I need to. Although they would just be going face anyway. I guess it's made the same. Them trading just makes the same situation I was just going for anyway. Alright, so what else? Anything? Alright, nothing. That's not actually a bad sign. Alright. Do this first so we can draw cards. We're gonna burn through some more cards, but that's alright.
She is the bloom.
Ooh, that's really good. Draw another card.
Every shade imaginable.
Cool. So I'm actually gonna trade into this. We'll get rid of it.
Don't overdo it, okay?
Play the Angel. That'll draw us a card and heal. We're gonna be low on cards now, so a bit risky, but that's okay. Got the cool. Got the Observer, so that's potential. Really comes down to these cards. What are these? And what are they doing to me? Okay, that's fucking not okay. That was just a fucking draw 3. We're at 30 shadows, like 30 dead things now. That's crazy. Like, well, just 30 in general, because like I think it counts everything you play, right? More than 20 cards, so I can heal more. I can't really use that. I can use this. Can't really afford to keep drawing. I got rid of so many cards. And it's going to take me at least 2 turns to like finish them here. Good. That's also now healing them, so that's kind of bad.
Where could my lord be?
And of course, they have the ward. Alright. Oh, actually didn't get ward, that's right, because... Alright, lucky. Cool. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I really wanted this on board. But I can't do that without trading my weak guy into this first. And just wasting it. Which I think is still the play.
An opportunity.
But then I kill that. I kill one of these, because they annoy me. I actually kill both, right? I just use this to kill the other one. Then I just play this.
Embrace your vast
Which will summon those, and it'll be dealing 3 to everything at the end of the turn. So hopefully that gets us somewhere. These games have definitely taking us like nearly 10 minutes each. That can be bad, right?
I'm coming
Yeah,
for you.
This is our
that's not good. They're gonna realize they need to trade me, or they got a plan?
I'm out of cash.
Okay. What's the plan then?
Boys for the
I don't know what that
dark to
does.
wage.
demonic blades have nothing to mind.
Okay,
Your troops.
that's fine. Please have nothing else. I'm begging you. Awesome.
This is not where I fall.
Cool. Now I'm in trouble though.
Tastes like fruit juice, doesn't it? Tastes
Do I just take the
juice,
chance?
doesn't it?
There's a spell in my deck?
Your
Sure.
tools and
No,
draw with
cool.
your heart. You leave a lot of opportunities abound.
Sure, I just flooded my thing and kind of fucked myself, but it's fine. I just need board. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? 2 of them, okay. You didn't play them earlier? I guess you don't want to draw extra cards, but... Like, I'm that low on cards, I don't think it matters, right?
Opportunities abound.
Yeah, because I can't use it.
Don't
Trade that.
overdo it, okay?
Adorable to the
You
end.
leave a lot to be
overdo it,
desired.
okay?
Calculate with your heart.
That deals 3, right? I don't think it's worth playing it. I think I have to hold off.
Opportunities abound.
Alright, we'll see what happens next turn. I'm gonna take 4 from this. I wanna know what else they got. Come on. Show me the, like, OP card.
I'm not alone now.
Alright, so that 5/5 kills me, right? They send that face, I die. Yeah, alright. Alright, well, fuck me then. You had to have 5 damage, and you had it.
Woo! You got the stuff.
I actually couldn't stop that regardless, so... If they didn't, the odds of me winning were pretty decent. I could have easily played that that big one next turn. And as long as I got that 3 damage off my proc, I was going to be okay. But, damn, that's unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. Alright, what should be portal again? Nah, sword, alright. Something different again. Nice, nice. After 3 portals in a row and then
Shine, Daria.
Shadow. Nice to see, sword. Let's see if they got a good deck, because I get jack shit whenever I play this mode. They always seem to get, like, banger cards, and I'm like, ah, yeah, fuck you too, then. I don't mind starting with Ifrit, because I don't mind just having that on board. A nice early card to just slam on turn 3. If they got any kind of, like, aggro setup, though, I'm in trouble, because my deck doesn't aggro. It just doesn't aggro at all, but it also doesn't... Like, I think it's definitely more control, I guess. Control is definitely where this deck is. Do I go the burning card route again and just start burning shit? Since my options are actually not that great here.
What are we strategizing again?
But it's just I didn't really have good 1 or 2 drops to pick from. Gets me deeper into my deck with more cards. We're going to play Ifrit next. That's attacking me, which is kind of a problem. Especially if they play a spell, right?
Go with the wind.
I don't really have a way to deal with this. Alright. The next turn, that procs for 2. Terra Nova is I suppose Terra Nova is a play. It's up a couple of defensive cards.
How about a stone for the road?
Terra Nova used to be a show. It was okay, I like that show. You could also just Magic Squirrel, but I don't think I want to keep taking this damage like this. And I want that to proc sooner rather than later, so... Can't keep taking too much damage. I am still going to take shit tons of damage, but you know, this is what I do. I kinda wish you could proc this on turn 5 instead of turn 6.
You're done for. Your life comes next.
They just got a full like aggro build too, by the way. Like, what the fuck? Just a full aggro build. I don't think I have any way to actually deal with this. Squirrel draws, that would banish too, but I can't do enough to get or kill things.
What do I do now?
Yeah, fuck. I think I'm just dead. That's unfortunate. I think I'm just gonna die. You don't get that unless you do 8, right? And I don't have anything I can play. That's not ready yet. That's not really getting me there, is it? Oh, I suppose I can do that and heal, so that's not bad.
Someone as beautiful as her could never understand.
I don't know if this actually lets me live or not, but, you know.
You've no idea how pitiful and
I don't think
wretched
it
I
does. Which order do these come in? We're doing 6. Pretty sure. Pretty sure I kill the entire board, right? No matter what.
Nate, sketchy.
I'll scatter you to the four winds.
My eyes.
Let's kill this. So it's literally have Storm, or I don't die. If they have Storm, I die, because anything with Storm kills me.
You called, yeah?
Yep, and I'm dead. All right, well, have it or die. They were my options. You know, have it or die.
We live to take what we like.
I could have at least healed next turn for 8.
You got the stuff.
And I was going to be potentially wiping out most of their board, which would have been good. They just had to have any kind of storm to survive the turn. That's disappointing. Disappointing. Alright, it's going to be jack shit rewards because we have 1 win. Not really worth that, unfortunately. I mean, the overall isn't bad, but yeah. Luckily, we're only really after the cards anyway, and anything else was just going to be a bonus. If I can just liquefy this. Get that. Didn't really give us a lot. I should have some... what's the name cards now, though, that I can liquefy. Just go format and search to rotation now. Actually, no, because that's going to include the other cards. Do that. Let's see. So there should be some stuff here that I can now get rid of. I wish there was... I don't know if there was a way to actually filter these other stuff without issue, but yeah. I don't want to change it and then forget later if I decide to change my mind on how I'm handling things. Where's that card I got, like, heaps of? That was, like, 3 cost, right? So that's not going to be for a bit. I would really hope we could at least get, you know, something more that we could have... At least I'm going to be closer. Yeah, there it is. So we have 1 of that I can get rid of. 1 of that I can get rid of, which actually gets a fair bit. What I needed. Fortunately, I don't think there's a lot else to get rid of in here now, because we didn't pull that many animated cards. Especially not stuff we already have copies of. They're going to help us much. I got Terra Nova, didn't I? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's a lot else here. But hopefully it's enough to finish off the base of the blood deck that I want to play. Buy those. And then I'll have a deck I can play tomorrow or whenever. That's the aim. Cards needed. Oh, fuck, we're 80 vials short. Are you kidding me? Fortunately, they're basic cards. They're not helpful. Do that, but that's a pain. I just want something I can get rid of now that I don't really care about. I guess, like, I could dump these. Like, I do have the temp. I don't like doing this, but I have got the temporaries, so I guess it's not the end of the world. That gets me there for these cards at least. And I'm only 6 cards total short, which I can actually just fill in with some, like, whatever okay cards there are for this. Like, I could just throw in Amblings to fill in, like, 3 if I want. Because that will synergize okay overall, I think. Basically the same as, like, Lost. And it just gets us that closer step. So we might do that. We'll include those. And then I really just need to include... really anything else that's going to benefit me. I would love a decent heal, because that's the card I took out was a heal card. But heal cards in Blood, at least older ones, a lot of the cards I had, aren't really that easy to get a hold of. Find, to be honest. Really defined whenever really takes damage during your turn. Deal 2 defense to your leader. This effect lasts until this fall release point. Your leader the flying phone. Guess Ram isn't a bad replacement for the gold card, right? Because the gold card's healing at the end of turn. Like, it's not a great replacement. Don't get me wrong. Like, but I feel like it's not the worst replacement. Because what is it? What? Yeah, there it is. Contemptuous Demon. If Wrath is active for you, gain the ability to evolve 0 evil points. At the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to your leader. At the start of your turn, restore 2. Like, this is still going to be overall a better card. But I just want something that can potentially heal me, I think. So that gives me some potential there. Cool. So now we've got a playable Blood deck for Unlimited. That should do pretty well, I think. Based on what we've played against so far. Only 10 wins off finishing the Battle Pass mission too. Which we're doing okay on the Battle Pass, actually, I think, right? Yeah, we're not quite 42 yet because we reached our max weekly cap. Which resets tomorrow, so that's pretty good. Alright. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We're actually going to wrap things up, I reckon, now. It was fun. We've been going, 2.5 hours. It's great for everyone who came. It was great. I noticed we had, like, at least 5 people, through the middle-ish there, which is fairly cool. So, I appreciate all of you. If you're watching on YouTube later when this does go up, because this will go up 24 hours from now, I appreciate that, and you should come hang out sometime. It's great. So until next time, guys, I will see you.